This is the Hazardous Hooligan, and in today's video, I wanted to do an older prop that has been more popular in the more recent years, and more people have been looking to buy him, which is very interesting because for a while, you wouldn't hear much about him, and that prop slash animatronic is Nightmare Harvester. Let's get right into the video. I have everything laid out on the table here, and just starting off, here is the base, which is a pretty standard base, but it does seem to be a little bit small for the size of the animatronic here. Next is the knees and the just other leg pulls. And then we have the torso that has the control box, and also that's the side-to-side movement. Here are the arms, and this is the kind of like back hump piece. There is another piece, this is the hip piece, and they're just kind of these metal wire things. And then we have the, let's see if I can get to it. This is a very interesting piece. It actually keeps the shape of the back. This is the only prop that I know of to actually have that. It's kind of just like a normal rod with this little hook at the back. And then here is the hands, and then the feet. Now, these have some really nice detail, all of them. It did get a little bit of hate because it's golden, but I don't really see a problem with it because in the dark setting, you don't really see that it's shiny. You more see it as like a kind of light brown. And then finally, here are the head. Now, we did actually recently repair the head because the mouth was all messed up. I believe it was the spring or the motor wasn't powerful enough. You know, it just died over time. And here are the clothes right here. This is not all of them, but there's pants and a shirt as well. This is the hood. And then I don't believe I went over the pumpkin. This is the pumpkin, and actually originally it was meant to fog. I do kind of wish it did that, but it is a really great looking pumpkin, very classic. And it does glow, as you can see. It has a little LED strip, and it goes down into the body. All right, let's begin the setup. So starting off, we have these two poles, and because they're the same, it doesn't really matter which ones you put in first, because they're both the same. Now, you put on these feet here, and they are both the same. Let's see. Just like that. And now you put on these foam pieces, like that. And because you have this piece, you want to just kind of push this out first, so then you can just access that snap lock. And these pieces actually, pretty interesting. They come in two pieces originally, but because we don't have the original box, we actually store it in as one instead of splitting it up. So now you put this right here. Then you can push that back in and, you know, make sure everything's secure. Next, you put in this and do the same thing for the other one. Then you can put in right there, that, and push that down. Now you have the pants. Let's see. Just like that. And then you can put in these ones. Just like that. And now you can kind of just put that down just a little bit. Right here, we have to put this on like that and like that, and then you can snap it right on. Let's see. There's one, and then there's two. And next, we put on this piece right here, which is the hip loop. And unfortunately, I do not have the rope kind of like belt. It's somewhere in my storage. I just don't know exactly where it is. And we can put that right there. And now we have the shirt. We can just put on pretty easily. Right on over here. Let's see. There we go. And now, just have to get this all situated first. And kind of pull this down, just like that. Something stuck right there. Okay, now you can put this piece on. Right, like this. Let's see. You have to squeeze it just a little bit to get it in. Like this. Click that in. Now, you can put this on. And then, don't forget, you have this little metal wire piece that you also have to put on right here. And it also helps to hold the shirt up just a little bit, kind of like that. You can kind of hook it up there, and that will help you get everything else on like this. So next step is we have to put the arms on. So first up, we have to put the arm that holds the pumpkin on right here. Just like this. And a good thing about this clothing is you can actually see through it pretty well, which is pretty interesting. So you can just, let's see, it's a little bit knotted up right here. You can kind of move through and then put it on right there. And you have to get it through the second set of holes right there. And there we go for that one. And next up is the other hand, just like this. Let's see. And then just like that. And now the hands. So I'll put on this one first. Let's see. Like that. And you can kind of hide the end of the hand a little bit. Then you can put on this one. Just like this. And then this one's a little bit trickier because it's the position. And you can also do the same thing where you just can hide the hand a little bit. Now, you grab the pumpkin, which does have a little slot that you can kind of look and line up and just click it like that. And then you put the wire through, and then that will link up to a wire that's in there. Now next up, you have to put the head in, just like this. Let's see, goes in right like, let's say right here. You kind of have to use your hands to feel where the holes are. And then you can put it in like that. Now, for this part, you will need a ladder because he is 7 feet tall. So, put this right here. And then you can kind of put it over his back and then find where the little piece of Velcro is, right here. Now, you go down, then you can kind of fix how this looks just a little bit. And he is pretty much done. There's a little primping to be done, and I'll do all of that off camera, as well as plug in all of the wires.
Now that you're here for good. Scream if you must, but you'll never be going home. I must return from where I came. The price of passage is one human life. You, poor soul, you are the one.
Now, he was sold in 2018, but he was sold online all the way up until 2020. And I did get him when he was in stores, and in my spirit, they had him set up. And that's where I really fell in love with this prop, because he is just really, really cool and very intimidating as well. Especially the way his eyes have these little dots. And I know I've said previously that not all animatronics should have glowing eyes, but I find that props like this, or anything like Supernatural, that's fine to have glowing eyes, because I think it just adds a little bit more, but not every prop or animatronic should have light up eyes. His pumpkin is really awesome, and I do actually believe this is one of their Headless Horseman pumpkins that they've used previously, I believe in 2009. It is a really cool sculpt, but on the topic, as I said before, I do want to touch it up just a little bit eventually. Now, you might be wondering, where could I use a guy like this? Now, the easiest answer is a farm theme, but you could also use him in kind of like a haunted woods theme, or anything kind of supernatural, because as he says in his dialogue, he's not from this world, and he's kind of this demonic kind of spirit that wants to steal you and use you for your nightmares. And you can use him in any theme like that. So, very, very simple themes, but you can still use him for a lot. This was the Hazardous Hooligan. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And before I fully wrap up this video, I just had a pretty big announcement. I am going to be attending Transworld again this year. And I am going to be doing a live stream on Saturday. So make sure you check me out there. And a few hours before, there will be a little notification of what time exactly I'm going to be going live, so you know what time that is. And I'll be walking through, checking out all the booths, and it'll be really fun. So make sure you check me out there. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. I really enjoy reading them. And I'll see you this weekend.